Yes, y'all. Welcome into episode 266 of the Dumb Marks podcast. It's your boys, your favorite Saturday brunch bunch, back at it again, giving you everything that was the highs and lows from this week in professional wrestling. Gentlemen, how we living, how we feeling, how we breathing?
Not too bad today.
Doing well.
Not too bad today. Doing well. Feeling good. Feeling good.
Sweatshirt back on.
I got the whole Cobra Kai outfit on today. I woke up, wanted to sweep the leg, so I got ready to go. Coming here with some fighting stance.
Where are you going after this?
Nowhere, absolutely nowhere. No, I got some stuff to do around the house. Taking fall decorations down, putting up Christmas decorations. So getting ready for the yes, wax on, wax off. So no, we're here. We're at it again. Fall, crisp, cool day, a little warmer than usual this morning. But we're here. We're at it. I dropped off some drinks to the fellas this week for Drink of the Week. Tune in every Thursday for Drink of the Week on our YouTube channel. And I got a gift from my fellow man up here on the upper left-hand side of the screen, right-hand side of the screen here. Brought me out a little Christmas tree coffee creamer to add it to my coffee. And tell you what, complete letdown. I would have been better off crumbling up a Christmas tree cake and putting in coffee and get more flavor.
Nothing wrong with that either.
That is just it is just cream in my coffee. Pause.
You don't like just cream in your coffee?
No, not necessarily. I want some flavor.
A little extra.
Yeah, I need a little flavor with the cream. Now you can just cream is just not good. Let's get some flavor in there. Boost it up a little bit.
Some spunk to it.
Oh, spunk! You're going to pause. Lay off.
He just sold you packaging.
Yeah, literally, that's what they did. Little Debbie just slapped her chubby snack cake self on a box and said, "Here you go." And people went out in droves and bought it up.
Regular creamer.
But,
like, here you go.
It does taste a little different, but
in the spirit of Thanksgiving this week, thank you for the kind gesture and giving me the gift. I appreciate it. Even though it was a disappointment, all gifts are appreciated and thankful for that gift in that regard. So
Jason had an idea when we first talked about this, about doing like a dirty rum and coke or something like that. I do want to give that a try and see. So I think next time we get together to film, we might have to give that a try and see if it does anything with that.
Yeah, we'll see. Who knows? Maybe.
Jason, I do have probably a friendship ending argument to make with you today.
Oh,
I tried the chocolate Christmas trees this week. No,
try it this week.
Wait, you haven't had a chocolate Christmas tree before? They've
no,
been out
I mean, they didn't have them last year, so it's like I was like, I'll give them again, give it a try.
No.
Jason touts them that they're the best thing.
They are.
No, they do different sprinkles on top. They do give me the
white is right. That's what he's saying. That's what he's saying here in his argument, Jason. He's saying white is right.
I'm not gonna lie. The added sprinkles on those ones make a little bit of difference. These ones you get the regular Jimmys.
Give me the sugar sprinkles on the white ones, not the Jimmys on the chocolate ones.
Give me the Jimmys on the black ones.
They even downgraded the sprinkles on the black ones.
They did.
They said, "Hey, listen,
not a downgrade." I like these kind of sprinkles. I'm not going to call them what they are anymore. That was a different term when we were growing up.
To me, everything growing up was a rainbow sprinkle. Everything was a rainbow sprinkle. I called every Jimmy rainbow sprinkle. I don't even know when I learned the term Jimmy, but that may be a Pittsburgh thing. Everybody else may call it sprinkles.
Yeah, I thought everything was sprinkles. Everything.
All right.
Well, you want Jimmy's on that ice cream? Like,
no. No, I want sprinkles. Rainbow sprinkles, preferably. But no, we're here. We're at it. We got a jam-packed show to get through today. AEW Full Gear predictions. We got a little Survivor Series S-themed game to wrap up the show. Our Mount Rushmore and Mushes of the Week. But I decided to bring back a little wrestling roulette today. Don't have the full 6-pack of topics, but I figured there were 2 or 3 topics that came up this week that I figured we can get opinions on from the cast and crew here. See what you guys think. Now, one of these may tie into a Mush or Mount Rushmore for you. Not exactly sure. But to kick it off, let's go with what I think was going to be probably the greatest troll job by any professional wrestler in the history of pro wrestling last night. And people were calling him out all day on social media. Logan Paul. Logan Paul and the Palm of Doom, we shall call it. Okay. For those of you that aren't aware, last night on SmackDown to open the show, Logan Paul was about to get into 5 things that he is not thankful for, apparently, in professional wrestling. Okay. And he has his hand out in front of him like this.
looking at it.
Yeah.
Looking at it. And then Jey Uso's music hit and they go into the segment and we don't get the reading off. Well, somebody screen grabbed a shot of Logan Paul with his hand up and you can see the points written out.
Cliff notes.
So everybody's blasting him a la The Rock with his promo on his wrist that Cena called out however many moons ago. And saying that, Logan Paul can't remember his promo, blah, 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 blah. The question that I pose to you guys is, if Logan Paul would have stood in the middle of that ring last night and read off the promo from his hand, would that be the greatest troll job ever done in professional wrestling?
I'd have loved it because that's what he's been doing since. He's been calling other people the outsider now. He's going at Taker for joining YouTube. He's just nitpicking. So, and it's entertaining.
Come on, yeah. He did that on purpose. Put his hand up so everybody could see everything, just so everybody could get all fired up. And I love him for doing it too. That's the IWC for you, get worked up over fussy about nothing and don't see it. Yeah, they don't
stir in the pot. Stir in the pot.
Especially when he looked at his hand, like that's the telltale sign. If you go back to seeing any of his other promos, he knows them. He's like there looking at his hand, literally, and they all fell for it.
I hate that so many people feel like they're in the know but aren't in the know. That's what's killing me. Everybody knows everything but don't know shit. What?
Yeah,
like the internet lawyers.
Dumb marks.
Yeah. Yes.
Dumb marks. Yes.
Internet doctors, internet lawyers.
Like when Logan Paul first showed up on the scene, I was like, I will never be a fan of Logan Paul. Just no. And boy, I tell you what, I'm a fan of Logan Paul.
Yeah. He's entertaining.
Yeah. Probably the second most entertaining male wrestler on the roster.
Well, if that wasn't the ultimate troll job, there's a certain somebody that is also in WWE who has gone on a firestorm of tweets this week, reminiscent of a certain sitting president who is President 47. Rebecca Quinn this week has just absolutely obliterated Sam Roberts, Busted Open Radio, Dave LaGreca, and is on a Trump tweet run that I don't think I've ever seen before from a professional wrestler. And it's been more entertaining than the shows this week.
That was my Mount Rushmore.
I mean, sorry for bringing it up now.
No, that's fine. That means I don't have to say.
Oh my gosh. Like
the phone records. The phone records on Pierce.
So she could get that list handy, but
I mean, I don't know how to express how great Becky Lynch has been this week. Not only by what she did in the feud with Maxine and putting Maxine over and getting Maxine the pop at the end for winning. One goes over, one gets over, right? Like that alone, she deserves credit for.
Mm-hmm.
But then to parlay that into what she's done the rest of the week has been an absolute masterclass in how professional wrestlers should be doing professional wrestling in the year 2025. And then she caps it off on SmackDown last night by sneak attacking AJ Lee and whooping her ass.
Which was great.
Yeah. And then the Mega Powers handshake between her and Asuka in the middle of the ring last night. Becky Lynch this week, if she was not on a Mount Rushmore, I don't know what you were watching or paying attention to.
She had that moment before the show where she was walking down the hall with all the pictures. She was like, "Why is he here? What has this guy done for the business?" Seems like Triple H. Get her busting other people's faces. It was like she's gold outside of the ring.
Yeah. Only other belt like that's probably Drew.
I was gonna say,
yeah,
like
really takes into it.
Her and Drew, I mean,
playing the heels.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable, like unbelievable. You know, she has leaned into so many different areas with this heel run, and like when it's over, we really need to go back and study this more in depth because it started with the Becky Hogan, her coming out in the red and yellow. And like
all week.
And now she's all week and going. I can't express enough how entertaining she has been and what she has done, and making this run of hers fresh, new, relevant, topical. Like, I mean, there's not a box that she has not checked during this run.
I will say this surprises me for Donald being his Mount Rushmore, because it's done on TV, so it's not canon.
Well, no, it was on TV on bookends. It started on Monday and ended last night.
No, so I mean the tweets and stuff.
Oh.
So.
It was much more different than her last heel run.
Donald's like, as long as I find it entertaining anymore.
It's very true. And it's coming from the women, too, which we will get into that.
Yeah, Jay, it's definitely different, right?
Like I felt like the last one, not forced, but it didn't feel authentic. This one, and a little too whiny. This one feels good. And
not only that, but like
different heels.
Yeah, Yeah, but think about where they were going, right? With her aligning to the vision, being with Seth. Seth then has the injury and goes out, and she pivoted away from that by being a baby face, with getting in Paul Heyman's face and berating him and building up Seth to come back for the Monster Pop, but still is in this heel gimmick that nobody questions, nobody is cheering, nobody, like, you would think if that was anybody else and they would have did what she did to Heyman after Seth's injury, like, she would be a babyface now. She would be getting cheered. She would, you know what I mean? Like, but no, she did all that in the midst of this heel run and still is being booed and despised, and now has a character that is even going to be more destructive based off of who she's parodying by acting the way she's acting. Like, you thought Hogan was bad, now she's mimicking Trump. Are you kidding me?
And doing all this while helping another female superstar, who couldn't wrestle, the fans and all that, who's green, helping her build her up along the way. So she's doing backstage stuff, to helping the women's division. She's one who is, can't miss on TV and on social media. Like, you have to pay attention to her, which for her to be in the game as long as she is, and, arguably you could pinpoint Chris Jericho as being the greatest pro wrestler to constantly reinvent themselves. Like, Becky, if you look over the course of her career, has been phenomenal at
changing things and tweaking things and staying at the forefront and being ahead of the curve and seeing things that people aren't seeing and noticing things that people aren't noticing, to where she's consistently going to be in your top 5 because she's never not going to be talked about. So just absolutely tremendous stuff between those two there this week with Logan Paul and him, Becky Lynch. This is pure gold. Switching topics here with the Wrestling Roulette. Wanted to get your guys' thoughts on this. The Young Bucks gave their Mount Rushmore of AEW.
I don't see that.
Okay. They gave their Mount Rushmore of AEW, and their Mount Rushmore of AEW is Hangman Adam Page, Kenny Omega, Jon Moxley, and the Young Bucks. Thoughts on their AEW Mount Rushmore?
So everybody who's on contract with AEW, I like.
And they also said that Jon Moxley is a founding father of AEW. So
embrace that man who's a champ in WWE. Gave the Thanos snap to him.
I mean, he's day one.
For me, MJF and Hangman are interchangeable. It's just depending on when they're hot. That's all. I'd agree with the rest.
You know, Moxley isn't on mine.
I gotta put him
here. To me, granted, AEW is 6 years old at this point. Is it still too early to have that type of conversation?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
I just find it hilarious that they,
put themselves on the list.
They put themselves in there.
Essentially, they put on the BTE squad and then added Mox.
Yeah.
Like, just hilarious in that regard there. So
I don't care how long Cody was there for. Cody should be up there because at least he gave you story.
Everything he did behind the scenes and on TV.
Speaking of Cody, I don't know this good segue without planning a segue. He was on Bert Kreischer's podcast show. One of them. Bert Kreischer also does Two Bears, One Cave with Tom Segura. But Cody and Bert had to sit down and they were talking through a bunch of things. Very good show. Good podcast if you haven't seen it, but Cody gave more into the whole going back to WWE and the timing of it. So as they were explaining in the story, that whole situation was going on during season 2 of The Big Show. And for those of you that didn't watch The Big Show, that was TBS's version of America's Got Talent, or as Cody Rhodes said, everybody that didn't make America's Got Talent got on The Big Show. In that regards, but it was during COVID. They were on lockdown. So Bert would be out walking this big parking lot, and Cody was there, and they just got to talking, and Cody's like, I just talked to so and so, and they're saying Vince McMahon's going to come down and talk to me. I don't know what to think or feel about it. And he went into the backstory and talked a little bit more and opened up and shared some things that I haven't seen reported previously in regards to all of that situation, and talked about how he not confided in, but talked to Bart, talked to Rosario, talked to Snoop about when and how to make moves in your profession based on the opportunities that present itself, right? And when you think about it, it's not weird to do that. People do that all the time in whatever line of work they're in. It's just interesting to me that you had a wrestler who was arguably at the top of his field in wrestling based on what he did with AEW. You have, Snoop, who is Snoop with music and everything else, top of field. Bert was
his hand and everything.
Yeah, Bert was just coming into form as far as being one of the top comedians out there. And then you have Rosario, who has been, an actress for ever and a day, going back to the movie Kids in the 90s. Like, I mean, you want to talk about somebody that's been there, done that through an entire industry over the course of a lifetime. Rosario Dawson, is one of those individuals. So I just found it interesting, like, who you choose to have those conversations with, and like takeaways that you can glean from it being people that are outside of the industry. Like, do you guys think if Cody would have turned to people with inside of wrestling during that time, do you think he would have gotten a different perspective as far as what to do potentially based on whether or not to go back to WWE? Like, we all know the story of how I was always coming back, blah, blah, blah. And I think a lot of that is fodder for the machine itself. But do you think that anything may have changed if he only stayed inside the circle, inside the bubble, and not gotten a different perspective? I know I'm opening this up to a more generalized conversation outside of wrestling, but
I think if he would have talked to like only AEW people, they probably would have talked him into staying. But I think, if he would have talked to maybe people that aren't involved with either company at that point, retired, like maybe like a Stone Cold or somebody that, even though he leans more WWE, I think he would have given advice on something of kind of same thing. You got to go where you feel you can make those moves. Like, because Stone Cold did that. Even though he got fired in WCW, he went to ECW to get the platform, and then that led him to going to WWE. I just think depend on who he would talk to. If he would kept himself in the bubble, he probably would have stayed in the bubble. But opening up, I think that probably brought him some clarity.
I just feel no matter like where you're at and what you're doing for a profession, being able to get a perspective from somebody that's not in your profession can lead credence to allow you to see things clearer than what maybe you would have if you only talk to somebody that does what you do.
But I mean, at the end of the day, everybody on that show was in the entertainment industry.
Right.
And so it's like even though they're in different forms of it, each and every one of them was in a different form of it. It's still very similar on, like you said, the moves that they can make and knowing when to do that.
Yeah, it was just interesting some of the topics they got into besides that, talking about like houses and how do you stay connected to a crowd? How do you make sure that you go from wherever town and you have 10,000 people? How do you get 10,000 people again if you don't go back to that town for say 2 years? Like, what do you do? How do you act? Like, there was a lot of those types of conversations, which kind of lends to maybe some of the issues with AEW and where their disconnect is as far as going to towns where they did really well originally, but now when they come back, they don't get as many people. And there was a lot of interesting stuff in that conversation that may not be watched because it wasn't just a specific pro wrestling podcast.
Now, was that good coming from somebody outside of the business having that podcast? Because if you're a wrestler, you're just getting like probably the typical same talk.
Yeah. I mean, Cody recently, the last 2 weeks, and I don't know when these exactly were filmed to air, but like he was on with Matt Barnes with All the Smoke, and now Bert Kreischer with the Bertcast. So like those are two well-known shows outside of wrestling that people tune into and watch is from a podcast perspective, that lended to different conversations where Cody was more open than I think he's been if he was just in a regular wrestling podcast sit down interview with somebody. Like,
and I feel like he gets from an outsider aspect. Like people not in the know, and like people trying to understand the business.
Yeah, like and they bring different approaches to it, right? Like Matt Barnes was a professional basketball player for however many years, and was this and that. So like you still have the professional athlete perspective of, hey, I'm playing a sport, but I'm also entertaining you, right? Like, but these are some of our trials and tribulations. This is what we go through, and like, it's been refreshing to see those types of shows every now and again, because you do get certain wrestlers that will give you more on that show than what they would on a wrestling show.
And Cody's always been really open about, at some point, whenever he steps away, he will probably do something different. And it doesn't hurt him getting his name into a different audience on these types of shows too. Like, they might know the name, but they might not know him.
And what they always say too, it's easier to talk to strangers sometimes than people you know.
Right.
So that can open you up.
Good point.
Yeah. So, but no, another good week of wrestling podcasts. Like I said, that Tony Khan was on Ariel Hawani's show. I haven't had a chance to sit down and watch that. I did see the clips.
I didn't finish it, but from what I watched of it so far, it was a good interview. It wasn't Tony's normal awkwardness.
Yeah, and they went in and talked about some things that I didn't think they would touch on. I feel like a lot of people thought that interview would never happen just because of some of the things Hawani has said.
Yeah.
But I think Tony, like you said, Chris, from the clips that I saw, and he didn't steer away from anything, so to speak, right? But yeah, we'll get into
about what he could, and then he definitely said, like, I can't discuss this, but would say like Jericho's contract. Like, I can't speak on that contract at the moment, but
he gave the normal answer whenever he talks about anybody that's been off TV forever.
Yeah.
Oh, we love to have them. We wish them the best. I don't know when they're going to come back, but we'd open up with open arms. Blah 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 blah. Right?
Like where he, like, they brought up Britt, and he was like, Britt will be back on TV. Like, he didn't like sugarcoat it like that. Like, he didn't do the Jericho answer. He was like, no, Britt will be back on TV. It's just a matter of when.
Yeah. So I know that AEW is planning on announcing the Continental Classic. Tony's waiting to see what wrestlers are healthy after Full Gear, because we all know when AEW has these pay-per-views, people get hurt, and so
things happen.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it with WWE.
I was going to say Sheamus.
Which I feel bad for Sheamus.
So what happened to Nakamura? Is he just out because Sheamus is out?
He's in the Survivor Series match.
He's in the Survivor Series match.
So they took him out of the tournament because of that. Okay.
Yeah. Which I didn't even think about until you mentioned it there. But
he lost anyway.
Yeah,
and he did lose. So
night in there. Yeah, no, give me a whole new person.
He lost anyway.
I hate spoilers, and I don't want to give spoilers, but they did tape next week's SmackDown after the show last night, and I saw leaks on who the opponent is for LA Knight, and I hate you, internet, for giving me spoilers.
Hey, they ruined NXT for me, so
lucky my algorithm changed because I don't know shit.
Well, with spoiler talk being up there, let's get into these mushes this week. We'll go with the downtrodden, the worst of the worst, so to speak. We'll go below, because Donald, I think you said you had a couple this week, and I know Chris has said that it was very hard to find a Mount Rushmore. So, what is your mush of the week in pro wrestling this week?
My 1B will be in predictions, so I'll wait for that. But my main one, hot take. I know I'm going to get crushed for it, but I wasn't a fan of Raw this week at all. I'm looking through the whole business through a different prism and everything. I just see this as them bringing everybody out, Brock and Roman, even though it pertains to the story. I just see it as another Legends night. Like, WWE in the business, people's not going to the shows all like that and everything. So how do you get butts in the seats? Yeah, they was going to be there because of Cena. It was going to be there because it was Madison Square Garden, but how to put that big number rating up there, how to bring people in. They pulled off events. Hey, we need some more business. We need some more money. Let's pull like a quote unquote Legends night.
You already said they were.
They weren't advertised though. Roman and Brock weren't advertised.
They weren't advertised, but that meant they were spoiling them all like that.
The
online
butts were
and all that stuff.
Put the butts in the seats. It was already full. Come on.
So for me, they wanted more. They wanted that more oomph to it. You know, how do we get more people on there? So they twinkled out, hey, the best live with some truth in it. Hey, let's just show Brock's picture on the internet. Let's just show Roman's picture on the internet. Supposedly Liv Morgan was there. I wasn't a big fan of it. I just seen it as a big Legends night. That was it. Javon did his thing. Maxine did her thing. That was it. It didn't come off to me as absolute nothing but a Legends night. And I'll get killed for it, but I don't care. That's my take.
Yeah, it's your mush. It's your mush. I mean, I had Raw as the best show of the week, start to finish. I was entertained. They got me with the early graphic, with the executive producer, and then all of a sudden, you had Roman's music hit and come out, and if everybody that takes the Superman punch after Brock Lesnar doesn't sell it like Brock Lesnar sold it, there's no point in doing the Superman punch ever again. Because Brock Lesnar took that Superman punch literally out of the ring. He took it in the middle of the ring and ended up on the floor.
Just like Rock did with Stone Cold Stunner.
Yeah. So you can't. If you're not selling it like that, don't even bother doing it. Because it's not going to look good at all. I'll tie into the men's Survivor Series matchup in my Mount Rushmore as far as what I see there. But not mad at it being your mush. I could see why if you tune in just to tune in every now and again, like, okay, great, you got excitement of seeing people that maybe you want to see, that aren't on the show regularly. But I can also see how it's, booking to the King of Pops, as he's called by Vince Russo, where you're just running out the hits, like you said, Donald, Cena, Rock, Roman,
Ziggler surprise,
you're getting popped. And please, I know nobody else does it, but if you do not take a face-forwarding turnbuckle bump like Dolph Ziggler, do not do it.
That man can sell. That man can sell.
That man was selling hard.
He was on Busted Open the day after talking. He's a regular on the show. He has, his own segment with Busted Open and that. But like, he had people in the back asking him if he were okay. That's how good he sold it. Like, legit. He's like, I had so-and-so say, that turnbuckle bump, you okay? Like that. It didn't look like, it's like, no.
That is that damn good.
It was that damn good. Like, so yes, I think Dolph Ziggler, Nick Nemeth showed exactly why he will probably be considered, if not one of the greatest sellers of a generation. But he showed you how you're supposed to sell moves and make things mean something, even if it's as inconsequential as a turnbuckle bump in the corner. Jay, what's your mush?
I could go to that NYPD in their uniforms. That was just terrible trash. But
no stripes.
Like, if you're eyeing the cops' uniforms, bro, you're watching the wrong stuff.
One man got spared to the berry. I'm like, he got on Dickies? What the? Oh, it was terrible. I got to go with the crowd in attendance. Both shows, like, you're getting the what chants during the women's promos. They were horrible towards the end. And NXT, I don't know how they just turned on Ricky Starks like Ricky Saints, just like that. Yeah, I knew your crowd was just in it for themselves.
I mean, that's normal.
Yeah.
Doing the Oba that whoop after everything he said. Like, come on, man. Like, enough.
Yeah, like, I don't get why the what chants are still a thing now. Like, it's 30 years after the fact. Like, what are we doing?
There's a lot of new fans in there, and I think they just took it over too.
And it was like no reason to even do it.
You know what? Surprised, like
Boys.
now that you mentioned the crowd, like I was in regards to the WWE shows. I'm not talking about the crowd at other shows this week, but I think I was more invested in what I was watching that I didn't even pay attention to the crowd. Even though they were doing things that are annoying, like the what chant and that, but like that's not what stuck out to me. I was more invested in what I was watching and seeing and paying attention to what was going on in the ring or listening to commentary. That like the fans for me were 6, 7, 8 down the list as far as where their interaction was this week, in that regards. And yeah, it wasn't to the point where it turned me off like it does in certain situations where we've seen it before, where we all get on here and it's all four of us saying, hey, that crowd this week was ass. Like, what are we doing? Like, so, but again, not mad that it's your mush. So, Chris.
I'm going to keep the ball rolling with it. NXT was my mush for the week. I did not enjoy that night at all. Like it got to the end of the first hour. I was like, do I want to keep watching this or just shut this off now? And I kept watching. It didn't get any better. Like that whole night was just, I could just shut it off.
Interesting.
I mean, you guys know me in NXT. I'm not as into it as you guys are, but like it just...
I like the women's matches. Booking is a different issue, but I did enjoy the women's matches, especially Soul and Blake. I was really interested in that.
Told a good story there.
Yes.
There wasn't enough in anything for me that like I bought into on the show at all.
Both of you got one foot out the door on everything, so it's interesting to see where you guys are coming from.
Yeah, I think to Donald's point, my mush this week was the booking of Tatum Paxley losing the title.
That was like mush C.
No.
There was no point there.
Yeah.
There was no point. If you're just going to take the title off her after 2 weeks, why even put the title on her?
I think that was the point.
But it's like you did it.
Don't put on anybody better. Sorry, Jason. You know me. Me and Jason's friendship is really being tested today.
You're telling a story, and I get where they were going with it.
Eventually.
But you did it to have the person cost her and not win the title by costing her?
Okay.
Like, I forgot he dropped off and didn't mute.
I took a video off and didn't mute.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We should have just stayed quiet to see if we could listen in on the conversation. But yeah, like don't have. This is where Sean's booking comes into play sometimes, where he just does things to do things, and it doesn't make sense in the larger aspect of it. And we've seen it on both sides of the fence, men and women.
Welcome back. So we could hear you for a minute.
Okay. Come on. Know how this thing works. All right.
Yeah, you dropped, but you were still on mic. Hot mic. So, yeah. But yeah, I just don't agree with why you pull that now. What was the point? What was the purpose? Outside of it being quote unquote gold rush, so you had to get, I don't know, a shocking title change.
Yeah.
Like, and not for nothing, but I also don't like Leon Slater eating the pin against Dark State.
And he's a champ.
So, do you want him and Javon to be tag champs? No, and I get you're not going to have Javon eat another pin 24 hours later after losing to Gunther, but to me, that would make sense story-wise. He was just in a match with the ring general the night before. He went through hell, got beat up, got choked out. So he's the weak link. Why would you not target him and put him through the ringer and have him be the one to take the pin because he was already softened up?
The TNA talent has to be the one to take the pin.
Little brother.
Yeah. You can't put the NXT titles on the TNA talent other than the Hardys, and NXT talent can only win TNA belts.
Tatum Paxley losing the belt felt like Carlos Silva was booking NXT this week because just I get not every champ needs a 9-month reign, but at the same time, like you didn't even get to scratch the surface with Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
Like this story could have went on. The story was building. It was making sense. To eventually lead to Izzy turning on Tatum to set up the match. And I get it. If you don't want to crown Izzy, that's fine. But you don't know where Izzy's going to be at 2 months from now if you would have ran with this and actually build her up. To just have JC earn it because she took a cheap win after Tatum and Izzy had their beef. Like, so what does this do for JC? Now, what babyface do you have to go after JC? Were you going to roll back Lola Vice again? Where's Jada Parker been? She got that promo on Lash, and we ain't seen her since. Who you going to set up? You going to have Jordan Grace go after JC now? After what? Jordan loses to Kalani, so she loses to the TNA champ. But that don't matter because it's TNA, so it's outside. So she I just don't know where the booking is right now in that regards.
Yeah, it didn't seem like.
Doesn't she get whoever wins the Iron Survivor?
Yeah,
she does. But again, who you gonna have with Cena picking the Iron Survivor participants? Who you gonna have?
The face.
So and that was one of it too. What's the dude's name that?
Miles Bourne.
Miles. He goes, I'm in Iron Survivor. It's like, I thought Cena was picking Iron Survivor.
I mean, he's calling a shot. He's made his pitch to Cena to get into the Iron Survivor. So did Travion Henderson. He made his pitch to get in.
Like, I'll see you in Iron Survivor. Like, like you just had the segment before that said Cena's going to be picking them. Just like, point to the sign. It's that time of year already.
It didn't seem like too with Tatum. Also, they're giving her like the Bailey treatment whenever she was in NXT just coming up. They sticking her with a partner. That partner turns on her. Sticking her in a group. That group turns on her. Tatum had it done maybe 3 times, just like Bailey did. 3 times with Sasha and Charlotte, Becky. Everybody turned on Bailey. Everybody's turning on Tatum.
I mean, does this get more sympathy on Tatum? Potentially, but I think you would have had more sympathy if you actually ran the story out more.
She needs more character.
But you were starting to get that.
You weren't. You were getting the same naive. She needs like a heel change, heel run.
Who, Tatum?
Yeah. So
her getting turned on is going to turn her heel, which makes her another part of the calling because that was the calling's goal altogether.
No. We were saying the same thing about Kalani, and she's changed the heel and she's been killing it. So
I haven't heard one other person call for a Tatum heel turn. To me, her winning the title was the change that she needed.
To build character.
But she was your underdog babyface champ. That's the character.
No, but that only lasts for so long.
2 weeks
could have lasted longer than 2 weeks.
They nipped in the bud early.
It kind of reminded me of Evolution whenever they took out Randy Orton whenever he became champ. That's kind of what it reminded me of, like just to take him out because he did something.
You guys always say you hate a happy to be there champ. And that's what she was.
Nobody was hating on happy to be there Tatum.
It's gonna come.
But not 2 weeks.
You couldn't have done it at New Year's
at deadline.
Or deadline, yeah.
We're at deadline?
Oh, push it back 4 weeks.
Let her get a defense in.
2 weeks is gonna make a world of a difference.
All right. Well, since we're arguing over mushes, let's get into Mount Rushmores. And this will be interesting, Jay, to your point, where Donald and Chris are at from a Mount Rushmore perspective, since they're not watching everything now. So, Donald, what's your?
I watched everything. Oh, mine was thing, Becky.
Oh, Becky. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I watched everything this week. I did.
All right, Chris, let's go to you then. What's your Mount Rushmore?
Scarlett and Isla Dawn. Honestly, other than what I said over the group chat, I did enjoy the match. There was some things I did enjoy on MLW this week.
I mean, I thought you would have put, Anna Jay choking out.
I didn't get to watch AEW this week, so
Tasty cakes were out in effect. I thought it was going to be the NIL, the new signing to WWE.
Watching through ass-colored lenses.
Boy, they were out, boy.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, we know. Is anybody upset that Maxine Dupree got a singles title before Chad Gable? Like, that to me does not sit right. Like, why? How?
She can be a 2-week champ.
And this is no knock on Maxine, because I feel like Maxine has grown leaps and bounds. And
yeah, Chad should have had it 2 years ago.
But the fact that Gable hasn't won a singles title, and to be honest with you, if he doesn't get hurt, he probably is El Grande Americano. So it's not even Chad winning a title.
Yeah. But it would have been the speed title. Does that really count?
Did he win the speed title?
He did.
Was it Chad or was it?
No, it was Chad who won it.
It was Chad that won it? Okay.
Mm-hmm. But he didn't defend it, though.
Not counting that as a title.
There you go.
Not counting that.
If we call in Soul 2 belts.
No, you call Soul 2 belts. I don't call Soul 2 belts.
I think so.
We'll get into that more next week before Survivor Series, but I mean, again, Dirty Dom felt right at home with Cena. Nah. Not giving it to you here in Madison Square Garden. You had a hometown crowd last week. You got all these people here. No, I want it on my home turf. And it's 619, where he's going to come out and get booed. And then he's going to play even more into that. Yeah. Just Dom's tremendous. Absolutely tremendous. Do I think Cena loses his last 2 matches? I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He definitely loses his last match. Does he go 0-2? I think if he does, then that whole rubber stamp of Dominic Mysterio is not even rubber stamp. That thing is etched in stone, and will be there for hundreds of years at that point.
Your last one will be a thrown together 6-man.
It might be.
Did you have a problem with Cena's last Raw match being a 6-man?
No, they got to save one for next week.
Must do.
He's
got to go out there with his friends, I guess. So,
I mean, to me, that gave off like house show vibes.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
you wanted to see the match,
huh?
You wanted to see the match.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy with it. Like, I liked it. They built to the hot tag. They did the 15 knuckle shuffle. Like, I thought Sheamus, hey, Cena, you're supposed to be in the middle of us here. Like, slide in. You're not supposed to be on the outside. Like, so.
Did he wrestle on SmackDown his last night, or was that just an appearance? I know it's been a couple months and I can't remember.
I think it was just he wrestled Sam. He wrestled Sammy, didn't he? And they ended it in the DQ.
That was his last appearance.
I think so.
Yeah.
I have to go back and check the tape.
Yeah.
But all right, so your Mount Rushmore is Isla Dawn and Scarlett from MLW.
Sure.
Was it the match?
Yeah, it was the match. Yeah.
They had a good. I mean,
the match.
I like that. It was the match.
I mean, I liked.
That's the first time I ever saw Scarlett fight. So I enjoyed that.
It's been a while.
Yeah, just to see
for me,
her.
so.
Yeah, that's because I never saw her wrestle before.
I mean, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed Shotzi and Priscilla.
Shotzi and Priscilla.
You know, MLW there were some things that I definitely have issues with.
Yeah. I didn't like the setup.
Setup was really bad.
Weird.
It gave off very NWA Power vibes to me.
It felt
the crowd like that was.
Yeah, I don't. And I'm not sure like what their options were for that particular venue, but it was definitely shot weird. It was setup was weird. Just
and then apparently they're moving headquarters to
Charlotte
down there, and it's like if this is going to be their like home venue, like no.
Yeah, they gotta work that out because that gave off, you know, Rec City vibes as far as just.
Whenever I was watching it, it felt like it didn't feel like, but it felt like WrestleMania 5. You know how they had like the camera that way, and then them coming through the crowd, like even though it was WrestleMania, still it had like that type of feel.
Yeah, the bunkhouse match was just terrible. Yeah, MLW got some things to work on, but all right, Jay, what's your Mount Rushmore this week?
I have to go with MSG. I gotta go with the Garden.
Wait, what?
I'm going with the Arena. They
Your mush was the crowd in the arena, but your Mount Rushmore is the arena.
They booked for the Garden. You had Raw delivered. Raw was the best show of the week. On NXT also delivered, but Raw and NXT both delivered on all cylinders from beginning to end, and only because it was Madison Square Garden. You booked for the Garden. If this was any other arena, you probably would have.
Is anybody else having a hard time trying to connect the dots with this logic here?
You booked for the Garden. It's the arena.
So he didn't like the crowd, but he liked everything else on the show.
He didn't like the crowd. He liked the book and mortar building. Like,
no,
the booking of the show.
Raw and NXT were great.
So that's your Mount Rushmore, not Madison Square Garden.
No, it's because it was in the Garden. Had this been anywhere else, it would have probably been a.
So Donald's mush was that it was booked to be a Legends show. Jason's Rushmore's, they booked it to be a Legends show.
They come. I am certain.
A flip take.
I am certain they booked to the Garden. Yeah. Had this been PPG, you would have got none of that shit.
Peter wouldn't even been there.
He wouldn't even showed up.
We never got our farewell to Cena here in Pittsburgh.
In the court, thank you for proving my case for me. I didn't have to do anything this week.
They're not legends, though.
They are to some people. They are. Yes, they are. To the kids, Roman is a legend.
Not
to the kids,
not
Brock's a legend. Yeah.
Not our definition of legend. When we say legends, we're talking about people in the Hall of Fame. People who, when we say legends, we mean people who ain't there. When we say,
but they're not booking to us. But they're not booking to us. But they're not booking to us.
Every person that Donald's talking about is not full time.
But I'm not calling Roman legends. He's there every 3 weeks. He's a legend in our mind, but
this Mount Rushmore take is turning more and more to a mush the more he speaks.
Not a mush. Raw delivered, NXT delivered, and they both delivered because they were in the Garden. They threw out all the bells and whistles.
Okay, so Raw and NXT are your Mount Rushmore. Got it.
The Garden.
The building.
Madison Square Garden.
The Garden will always be the Garden.
Guess what? NXT next week's going to deliver. Because where was it? In the Garden.
Pre-taped in the Garden.
In the Garden.
Well, in the basement of the Garden.
My mind is blown. Pause.
Wow. You the one that hated Raw and gave good things about it.
Who hated Raw?
Dawn.
Oh.
It felt like a legend show. That's why.
I mean,
I see delivered.
This is
Solo
true.
delivered. Dolph Ziggler sold his ass off. Roman showed up. It was ass.
DJ, you're pandering now. Top that.
I don't know if I can. I can't. Mount Rushmore for me this week, outside of the obvious Ilya Dragunov Open Challenge match, which is just
unanimous.
Unanimous.
You can go 4 straight weeks with Ilya.
Yeah,
do it.
Although he has to stop with the missionary cover that he does. I'm not letting another man.
Yeah,
I'm not letting. I'm not. Yeah, he threw the hands behind the head, full sprawl on top. I'm not letting another man cover me like that.
Don't he have a hot Asian girlfriend now?
Hit you with the fish.
So he learned some tips. He learned some tips.
They only do missionary,
and then it looked like he whispered. And then it looked like he whispered in his ear too. Like, you're not gonna cover me like that. Whisper in my ear. No, we're fighting for real. If that happened,
you had a good match.
Besides that. Yeah, no. I get the mommy cover and the Jade cover, and the Scarlet Isla Dawn cover was out there as well. But yeah, Ilya, we're not doing the full starfish sprawl. We're not doing that on the pins no more. We're not. We're
Maybe
not.
he's trying to build an audience. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know what audience that is, but that's not my United States champion. Not doing that.
Where's the red hat?
Yeah. Ilya with a red robe. Now, my Mount Rushmore was going to be Obafemi because of just the verbal one-uppance of Ricky Starks or Ricky Saints, which does not happen often. But your daddy's home line.
Oh yeah. That's all.
Yeah. But
I don't want you pinning the man in the starfish.
But
and he's home.
I gotta go.
He can relate to that a little bit more.
I gotta go with the QB1. Cody's promo last night for me was Mount Rushmore. He sold me on the men's War Games match with a 1:10 promo. I was not invested at all in the men's match. To me, it was fantasy football booking. We're just throwing 10 guys that have big names into a
bunch
match.
of legends.
Yeah. And while there are various degrees of storyline tied in, there's no real heat on the match for a War Games match. And Cody, between taking the ass whooping in his bus to start the show by Drew, which tremendous storytelling there. Drew suspended, can't go in the arena. Guess what? He wasn't in the arena. He was outside and whooped Cody's ass outside.
And it drove fast too.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
to have Cody cost Bronson Reed and get Carmelo Hayes the win, to the promo he cut on every single one of the members of the heel team, and what he said, the fire in which he said it, Drew, I said I was done with you. I'm not done with you. Bronson Reed, you're arguably the best one in this group, but you're never going to realize it because you're always going to be out on your back looking at the lights. Braun Breaker, at no point in history has a Steiner been better than a Rhodes. Logan Paul, grab your drone and do your flips. Nobody cares. And Brock Lesnar, fact check, last guy to beat you was me twice. So, hey, Heyman, you can build every single one up, but the fact is you build them up and I beat them.
I think that was the best one there.
I'm sold. Babyface QB1 promo, check. Am I ready to see the War Games match? Check. Is Cody going to be the first man in to get his ass whooped the entire match? Check. Like, give me all the Dusty Cody Rhodes. And then he topped it off with this match is my birthright. Sold. Give it to me all. I want it all. I want it all.
Now you're already fantasy booking him in Punk at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I saw that. No.
So yeah, Cody, my Mount Rushmore. Sold. War Games in it. I was already invested in the women's match, but now I want to see the men's. So I'm ready for next weekend. I was not looking forward to next weekend, but they topped it off. We'll get the advantage matches this week. I don't know if they're doing them like one on Raw, one on SmackDown, or how they're breaking that out. But the other thing that was going to be my Rushmore really quick.
I don't think I saw it for SmackDown.
So maybe they're both on Raw then,
Maybe.
which would make sense. The other thing that was going to be my Mount Rushmore until Cody's promo surpassed it, the traditional 5-on-5 promo that the international coalition of Sami Zayn with Canada, Japan, Mexico, and the United States cut against the MFTs, who Tongaloa spoke and had Solo Sikoa breaking character the entire time because he was just in the background. Sayonara, sucker, talking about Nakamura. Look, if you haven't watched it, go back and watch it. I miss traditional Survivor Series 5-on-5 promos where everybody's just screaming through the promo the entire time. None of it makes sense. We're just shouting in the microphones. And
it didn't click until Penta went. I was like, hold on, they're doing the classic shit.
You mean Phoenix? Because Penta was.
Phoenix. Yeah.
Look, I get. They all look alike, right? Isn't that right?
It's a guy in a mask. You can't tell.
Yeah. But no, that's why I need the traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series matches. Like, I need those. That was nostalgia 101 for me. I loved every bit of it. And then they even gave the traditional Survivor Series background photo, like where you have the 5 in each box and it's the red backdrop with that, like, oh, it was nostalgia 101. So
and that can help with promo skills too.
Yeah. So I loved every bit of that last night. But Cody QB1 for me. So all right, those were our Mount Rushmores and Mushes of the week. Hit us up on social media. Let us know what was your highs and lows from the week that was in pro wrestling. And with that being said, let's get into these Full Gear predictions. AEW Full Gear tonight. It is a repeat of matches. So Tony Khan, way to book an entire card of repeats.
If this was Backlash, internet would have been set ablaze.
Yeah.
And a lot of these are repeats from what we saw in Full Gear last year. There are 4 matches on the pre-show. We're not discussing those because it's a 13-match card.
We're going to quickly talk about one on the pre-show because it was a potential mush for me. We're not going to have to do predictions. How the fuck are you putting Okada and Takeshita on the pre-show?
Well, see, what happened was this whole match was set up with a double Jeopardy stipulation match on Dynamite, where I don't know why you call it double Jeopardy, but it was whoever won gets a chance at the other person's title. And now we end up with this. This match is just being held to further the rift between Takeshita and Okada. I don't care about it. The only thing that I enjoy out about this whole storyline, even though the match will slap between those two, is I love Okada shouting out Proto-Okada. Like him and Kyle Fletcher, because he wants to drive the wedge between Proto-Keshta. He's walking around yelling Proto-Okada, and it is the greatest thing ever.
Need that and bitch. That's all you get.
Real quick. We don't talk about VKM on here, but when you change the name, when you can't have like people with like names, they need to go with that. You had too many Adams in AEW. Now you have Sky Blue, Sky Flight, Scorpio Sky, Sky Jet, L Sky Flight Team, whatever the fuck that name was. Creative.
Yeah, Sky Flight. And don't let me get on that too. That was potential, boy. I tell you, ultimate potential.
So yeah, that was a 1B from Mush putting that on pre-show. It's just ridiculous.
But we've seen that before with AEW with matches that shouldn't be on the pre-show.
No.
Let me guess, to overrun into the main card.
Don't do that. They do that shit again.
I don't want to see that either.
Yeah.
No. All right, so let's get into the card. Do the winning team?
God.
Yep. It's a stipulation night, by the way. We got the Women's World Tag Team Championship semifinal stipulation: Babes of Wrath, Sisters of Sins, Timeless Love Bombs, and Megan Bayne and Marina Shafir.
And this was my mush 1B right here.
Yeah.
How you going to add a stipulation to semifinal match?
Semifinal match.
To just one semifinal.
To just
match.
one semifinal match when it's just a regular tag match, tag tournament to find out champs. So
like, shouldn't this be like do a fatal 4-way for the titles almost?
It makes no sense. So one match is going to be a hardcore match or going to be a coffin match just cause.
So what is this? Is this a fatal 4-way?
No.
Yes.
Well, yes, it is.
Yeah, it's a fatal 4-way.
It's the semifinals of the
All
tag team tournament, all in one match. So
but
on one
for the title,
but not for the title. So on one side of the bracket, you have Babes of Wrath against Sisters of Sin, and on the other side, you have the Timeless Love Bombs against Megan and Marina.
Okay.
But now we're all. I don't even skip this. This is absolute. This is the booking that I absolutely hate with AEW now.
This is a dynamite match here, not a pay-per-view match.
This is not needed match.
It's
Why are you adding
Why
are you adding stipulations to a tag team tournament match where it's only one match?
If it was the title match, because then that wouldn't even make sense.
No, it doesn't make sense.
But at least if they would have done it like, hey, instead of doing a tournament, the finals were going to be a fatal 4-way match for the titles. That would make more sense on this card.
I hate everything about this.
Just to put them on the show. That's what it's for.
Yeah, basically.
Bayne and Shafir for submission match. That's it.
You're probably right. All right, let's get into the Casino Gauntlet for the AEW National Championship. The announced entrants are Bobby Lashley, number 1, Benjamin, number 2, Ricochet, Kevin Knight, and Speedball Mike Bailey so far.
All right, so here's another just amazing booking decision that I am going to bring up. So what is going to prevent Lashley and Benjamin from going out here and doing a figure poke of doom type situation where one of them is just the champion? Like, why would they even wrestle each other to go on to have the other participants come out? The Casino Gauntlet can end at any time. So why not just go out there, stand in the middle of the ring, go paper, rock, scissors? Okay, I lost. You lay down, take the pin. Like,
that's it.
What are we doing?
They need to put that stipulation of you can't end until everybody's.
But that's not the Casino Gauntlet. The whole point of Casino Gauntlet is that it can end at any time, and you may not even get into the match.
Do they pull it off?
Just for shits and giggles, I would literally have Shelton and Lashley go out and do that. You want to get everybody talking and people blowing stuff up, and no press is bad press.
I was gonna say that's people talking not in a good way, but
go out there and do that.
No, this match will be a 45-minute match.
They'll
go through everybody.
We're 2 matches into this 9-match main card, and I'm over it already.
Oh, it's not going to get better.
I don't know the other participants. I have no idea. So
yeah, so
you can't tell.
It's hard to say. Yeah. Chris Jericho returns, becomes the AEW National Champion.
It'll be the thing. Orange Cassidy, if he's not in another fight.
I don't think. All right, let's get on to another one. No holds barred. Moxley versus O'Reilly.
This was just announced on Wednesday night because of basketball reasons. Again, I don't need this on the card.
I never need Mox on the card.
I'm not doing that hate. But why do we're three matches in and we have 3 stipulation matches.
There's more. Don't worry, there's more.
And we didn't even get into the money matches yet.
That's next.
Spin. They might as well just bring out the wheel, spin the wheel, make it big.
So there are 2 money matches. One of them's on the pre-show though.
The money matches, come on.
Give me Kyle O'Reilly.
Same.
O'Reilly.
They already ruined the booking of the Moxley story that I laid out last week by what they did on Monday or on Wednesday night.
Well, I mean, O'Reilly's not winning, but that's who my pick is. They're not giving him the win.
Why the conglomeration and everything?
You're just like the Death Riders.
Yeah.
Those are your faces. That's your big face team right now.
I said
That's the job.
I said Tony Khan's waiting for the fallout from Full Gear to see who's healthy for the Continental Classic tournament. You have a 120 person roster. Why don't you put people in that? Hey,
2 companies
getting regular time. Build somebody else up.
Scorpio Sky's back. Put him in there.
Dante Martin got that limitless potential.
Not enough for this match.
Not enough for Wednesday either.
Anybody else on this one?
Your man did everything at the end, and he just got pinned. He got submitted.
What's next?
The $1 Million Trios match. Omega and Jurassic Express versus Young Bucks and Josh Alexander. Why do we keep doing money matches?
Because Tony Khan's a money mark and he's just a billionaire that has money to spend. I don't know. This makes no sense. I told you. This made sense in 1977 with Big John Studd winning a $10,000 battle royal and the bag of money came into the ring and we got to share it with the crowd. Yay. This is just stupid. It's lazy booking. I have no idea for you.
It's a stipulation just for stipulation.
Are the Ops still Trios champs?
Yes.
Yeah, but they
make it the number 1 contenders match.
But they're
yeah, but Samoa
but
Joe.
they're in different stuff now because Samoa Joe.
No, I'm saying just make this the number 1 contenders match for the titles.
Yeah, if you're gonna put a stipulation on it, as Jason holds his pencil, pause. Don't shake it like that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Shake it however you want to shake
it. Give me the Bucks and Alexander just so I can see how the Bucks blow this wad on BTE.
I'm going with Omega and Jurassic Express just because of the Bucks wanting the money.
Give me Omega and Jurassic Express.
The Bucks and Alexander. I don't need Jack Perry with that knife sheath just out there doing nothing.
And I swear to God, if this match leads to the Bucks and Alexander,
got the old man fist going.
If
Get off my lawn.
If the Bucks and Alexander lose this match, and this leads to the Don Callis family beating up the Bucks for Omega and Jurassic Express to save the Bucks, and the Bucks are now baby faces, and we get a whole hug between those 6 individuals afterwards, never watching AEW again.
I hate to say it, Steve, but you know who's taking the pin. You know who's eating it. The Jimmy Uso of AEW.
Josh Alexander. That's why Jimmy's in War Games. Spoiler alert to that prediction.
No shock there.
God damn it, I hate this already.
Darby
Oh
Allin
my
versus
God.
This would be a hell of a match.
I mean, it could be.
No stipulation.
Not on this one. We still got more though.
Darby's actually fighting a straight up match.
There will end up being something.
I'm going Pac.
Yeah, I'm going Pac too. Darby will win, but I gotta go with Pac.
You can't ever vote against Darby Allin.
Darby Allin, just like Matt Hardy, Darby Allin never dies.
V1.
That's a different V1. Darby Hogan, I am. If you have wasted Pac his entire AEW run. Pac should be in your main event picture.
You got Jack just to come back. Good job.
I mean, Steve, you were talking about the long-term booking that they should do. This is the chance to start that.
You would think, hey, John, I did something you couldn't do. I beat Darby Allin. Sprinkle, like,
we'll see. It won't happen, but logic doesn't happen in wrestling. All right, back to stipulations. No DQ match for the TNT Championship. Kyle Fletcher versus Mark Briscoe.
How is Briscoe getting these
every picture?
So wait, if Mark loses this match, he joins the Don Callis family.
Yeah, there's the other stipulation. Yeah.
Here we go.
No, it's a double stip. It's a DP.
Do I have 2 pencils?
Where's the other one?
Mark Briscoe is the betting favorite to win the TNT title.
Don't do it.
According to betting odds.
Don't do it.
Mark Briscoe is not joining the Don Callis family.
Don't do it. At least if he does, that's story.
Have him cleaned up. Clean him up a bit. Put a suit on him.
Have him get veneers. So his teeth are fixed.
My name is Marcus Briscoe.
This will be another TNT Championship reign that you did absolutely nothing with.
I still wonder how Briscoe's getting all these spots.
Because he's one of Tony's boys. That's it. And he's part of the conglomeration.
You got to break up the conglomeration. Give me conglomerate. Never mind.
Again, this is the card of rematches. Okay? This is Fletcher Briscoe 5.
5?
Huh?
5.
In what, a month and a half?
Oh, okay, that makes sense then. I was gonna say I don't ever remember one match, so if it's been the past month, no.
I'll go with Briscoe.
I'm going Fletcher.
I'm going Fletcher, but my guts tell me Briscoe.
Okay, you can't.
The proto star.
Better not. All right. World Tag Title: Bernito versus FTR.
Again, another rematch.
Yeah.
FTR, 3-time AEW champs.
FTR because I just want to hear Stokely talk.
Brodito is a lot like Fraxium to me. Like I count them out every time, and then it's like they proved why they should stick around as champs. So I'm gonna pick Brodito for this one. So I think that means FTR is definitely winning.
Maybe put your ROH World Champion back on the ROH World Champion path and not as an AEW Tag Team Champion, that people forget that he's the ROH Heavyweight Champion when ROH has a pay-per-view coming up December 5th.
2 weeks. That no one will watch unless they put it on YouTube for free again. All right, AEW Women's World Championship, Statlander versus Monet. Are they going to do it?
No, Statlander. This is the one belt that Mercedes can't win. That's the story. Mercedes is going around collecting all these belts because she can't win the one that she absolutely wants. She's up to 14 now, I think, because she just beat Red Velvet for the unified ROH championship.
Yeah, and they're counting 2 belts there. Like,
yeah,
no.
So she's 14.
You don't count the Owen and you don't count the duplicate. Did you say she's 14 deep? That one took a second.
No, I legitimately, if you're gonna run with some type of story, this is the story that you're telling, and you're telling it over time. Mercedes can't win the big one.
Yeah.
All these other belts are just her masking herself in the failure of not winning the one title that she absolutely wants. So to make her seem like a big deal, she's winning all these other belts.
When do you have her win it? Do you save it for next year, like at a big show, or would you rather see it at like a Full Gear or a Revolution?
I mean, Revolution tends to be a better card, but I think Double or Nothing would probably be my bet as far as when she wins it.
Drop all these titles.
She got to lose all the other belts first.
That's what I was going to say. Do you do the losing and then she works her way back up to claim it?
Or what? What if this story, again, going with the theme of you can't win the big one, but it's Statlander saying, hey, if you truly want this, this is the one that you want. This is the one that you can't have.
Don't even
relinquish all your other titles.
Don't even do that.
Relinquish them all.
That's a lot.
Give them all up. You want another shot at this? Give them all up. Prove to me that this is the one that you absolutely want. And every other independent company can then run an open tournament, and Tony Khan can book all those open tournaments. But at some point, you gotta have Mercedes face the music.
Yeah,
and you
not like that, because there's no way I'm gonna beat you and say give the belts back. I beat you. I'm 15-time champ now.
No,
there's no way. There's no way.
No.
If I beat you, I'm 15-time champ.
You can claim 15-time champ with no belts. You gave them up. You're delusional.
Is she going to 18 just to go to 18?
No, I as much as I think Mercedes should be AEW Women's World Champion at some point in time, I don't want to see her get the title in the midst of this Ultimo Monet title belt collector gimmick. I want this to be the one that she can't win, just to add depth to her actually winning the title.
I think Steve just gave the reason why she's winning tonight.
If she wins, I want this same energy you had for Tatum Paxley. Same energy. I first up 60-day champ, the same energy.
Well, for Stat.
Yeah.
I was wondering, I've been thinking back, when did Statlander win it?
She just beat she won the 4-way.
Yeah, but when was that? Was that September, October?
Whatever pay-per-view that was.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of what the title length has been. I want to say it was September.
60 days. Has she just defended it? Has she defended it yet?
She has. I don't remember against 2 though, but she has.
And yeah, she doesn't deserve to drop the title that quick.
No, but we've seen Tony Khan does not know how to book the AEW Women's World Champion unless it's Tony Storm. You'd have to go all the way back to Britt Baker to justify like an actually properly booked AEW Women's World Champion outside of Tony Storm. Hasn't been done. And as much as Mercedes beating Statlander, but to me, the money match is Statlander and Willow. And Willow beating Statlander.
And then you could run back Monet and Willow.
But you have babyface against babyface. And I know AEW really doesn't care too much about that, but I don't want to see babyface Willow against babyface Statlander. And Willow's not going to be a heel.
No. But Willow deserves her time.
And Willow taking the belt off Monet makes sense eventually, but again, we'll see.
All right, final match. Steel cage match for the AEW World Championship. Hangman versus Joe.
Oh, look at that, another rematch. They should have just titled it, instead of Full Gear, they should have called this Restip. It was just rematches and stipulations.
Jason said it earlier. It's Backlash.
Hangman.
Yep.
Yeah. Hangman's not losing.
Jay White has been teasing a return. Do you end the pay-per-view? Because Jay White's last 2 victories were against Hangman. Do you end? Yeah, that's how long he's been out. He came back, feuded with Hangman, beat Hangman twice, and then got injured and has been out since. Do you end the show with the cage being raised and Jay White attacking Hangman, and you're off and running on that feud?
Until Jay gets injured again.
My thoughts exactly.
Just throw the AEW logo sign and go off the air.
Or do you get a returning MJF tonight, taking out Hangman? Because MJF still has his cash-in stipulation that he can cash in, that he got back in negotiations, even though Hangman beat him to lose that cash-in stipulation.
It could happen.
No.
I don't think it's going to tonight, but
You have to do something like,
to get people talking.
yeah, man. Like these, and Tony said on Helwani, I believe, Chris, that Wrestle Dynasty is going away. They're not keeping that one next year.
Ooh.
Okay.
So we got one off the books.
Yeah.
Just rebrand.
Just one.
But like you
Don't do Worlds Collide next year too.
even though matches
World
on
End,
these
whatever it is.
even though matches on these pay-per-views have been great, you don't have anything that's sticking out on these pay-per-views.
Yeah. They need to just go back to doing the 4.
What's your match of the night, real quick, before we get into this game? Because we're already at an hour 30.
Statlander Monet or Brodito FTR.
Yeah, you had my 2, Chris.
Alan Pac.
It's a good one, Jay.
Briscoe and Kyle.
If that ends up being a banger.
If Mark Briscoe wins, Kyle Fletcher is getting bumped up to the main event picture.
He should.
That's your heel to go up against Hangman. I know I just said MJF and Jay White, but Fletcher is that guy. So there you go. All right. Hopefully you tune in to AEW Full Gear tonight and let us know what you think of the show. All right, real quick, let's get into this. So, traditional Survivor Series game. You're picking your team of 5 using fictional movie characters. And we're going to draft these in a draft order. Okay? So you have 5 picks, any fictional movie character you want. Right? So you want John Wick on your team? John Wick. You want Rocky Balboa? Rocky Balboa. So any fictional movie character. As is team of 5. So let's go around the horn. We'll go Donald. I'll go last since it's my game, even though, it is. But we'll go Donald, Jay, Chris, then me. We'll go counterclockwise.
I'm going with the man who was quote unquote never beaten, Frank Dukes from Bloodsport.
Good pick. He was on my short list.
Forrest Gump. Man's been everything. And excel that. Forrest Gump.
I have a reasoning why that may be the best pick, but I'm not going to say it because I don't want the show to get canceled. But that is
Did not see that one coming.
Chris?
Superman.
Give me Tong Po.
Who's that? Kung Fu Panda?
Kickboxer.
That guy. Okay.
Donald, it's on you.
Is my turn? I'm going Goku.
Interesting.
He-Man.
He-Man was a movie, even though it's a TV show. I'll give you some leniency there.
He-Man, Conan. He-Man, Conan.
You want wait? Who are you picking? He-Man or Conan the Barbarian? Who are you picking?
Conan. Okay. That's what I was thinking of when I was picturing it.
The old
Tom
age came in, huh?
Tom Hanks and Arnold Schwarzenegger. Got it. Okay. Chris.
James Bond.
Yeah,
I can't. Wow. Okay.
I see where you're going with that.
Tong Po, give me Deadpool.
Like that.
Damn. We're going to all universes now. Jeez. Give me Hogan. Need somebody to hype these dudes up.
Wait.
Old Hogan?
Hogan?
No, never. Thunder Lips.
Oh.
John Wick.
You say John Wick?
Yeah.
Good choice.
Captain America.
John Rambo.
TX from Terminator 3.
Stop it. Stop going so fast.
That's what she said.
Are we writing these down?
No.
I know
Somebody,
my love heart.
Right. So we're gonna have to write these down because we'll post these on social media and tell us which Survivor Series team will actually survive.
Hobbs. Is that who The Rock was?
Yeah.
It was.
Okay. That's good.
That's
a good pick.
You have Forrest Gump,
Yes.
Conan the Barbarian,
Everything.
John Wick, and Roy Hobbs.
Roy Hobbs.
I think his first name was Roy. I don't remember.
Well, I can't think of whatever my man's name is. Who's his co-star?
Jason Statham? Shaw?
Yeah, I can't think of any.
Shaw.
Yeah, he's supposed to be a leading man, but I can't think of any of his character names.
That argument again.
I like the man be kicking ass, but I can't remember none of their names.
Is it on you, Chris?
Yeah. My old brain can't think of this shit. Spider-Man. We'll keep that going.
Steve?
I had Tong Po. I had Deadpool. Shit, who am I? Are we on? This is fourth pick, right?
Yeah.
For you, fourth. Yeah, then I got one more.
I said Tong Po, Deadpool. Who was my third? Oh, Rambo. Tong Po, Deadpool, Rambo. Let's go with. I'm gonna go with it.
Pennywise.
Pennywise.
My last one is Xenomorph from Alien.
Give me Thanos.
Jesus. So you're just making up a team, like not even thinking like faces and heels. Like they're all on your team.
Thanos MCU. Thanos comic book.
MCU.
Okay.
Movie, so.
Okay. Yeah, movies.
Damn.
I'm going with strategy with my team as far as, even though Deadpool's cheered, he's obviously a bad guy. I got a heel stable building here.
Give me Doctor Strange.
Okay.
All right. Well, Donald went with Thunderlips as the hype man. But even though I got a heel group, I'm going with a natural born leader. Somebody that brings family to the forefront, that brings family home, that drives family above everything else. Going with Dominic Toretto as my fifth member.
Oh, these are funny.
So there are traditional Survivor Series teams of 5 based on fictional movie characters.
Forrest Gump made it.
Good game.
Forrest
Good
Gump was
game.
the best pick.
Good game.
Let us know what your fictional 5 would be and vote to see which team of 5 amongst the dumb marks would stay alive. So, all right. With that being said, anybody got any quick hitters to run through?
No, I'm good.
I'm good.
All right. Well, since it was John Cena's last Monday Night Raw, you can't see me Raw. This week's quote of the week comes from John Cena himself. Be open-minded to the coincidences of life. Be open-minded to the coincidences of life. And with that being said, have a very healthy, happy, merry Thanksgiving. Enjoy it with your loved ones. Give thanks. Don't let Uncle Rico get too drunk on the Thanksgiving table. But with that being said, until next time, I'm a Mark, you're a Mark, tell a Mark. Y'all can catch us around the way.